Welcome back to the brand new video. Target individual program, talking to experience. So, New York Predator Department, again, in-home surveillance, using the sirens. My alarm went off around 5:25 this morning. As soon as my alarm went off, I got up, immediately NYPD siren, New York Predator Department sirens. Now, I talk about these kind of homeless themes you'll see across the street, right? There's a homeless person caught over there, right? Again, they love to show these themes. So where's the homeless person? Not around. They're hiding somewhere. Anyhow, so here's what I've noticed. Okay, I'll talk about how they will do things in order to get you out of certain rhythms or what have you. So I normally talk about getting the kids to school early. I'm taking my daughter to school early. So what her mother starts doing is, on the weekend she would do her hair. So during the week, she doesn't have to do it. But as you guys know in my previous video, right, I've been taking my daughter to school. We've been getting there 8:15. Supposed to get there for 8 o'clock. Normally the latest I'll take her to school is like 8:05, 8:10. Okay? So they will manipulate her into doing things like this to make our daughter late for school. And again, look at this dude. This guy was fly open, his fingers sticking out through his fly. Right? Just to cause our daughter to be late for school, to try to say, well, since she takes our daughter to school all the time, late, right? Very late, okay? That now, she can say, well, he took a listen to school late. Now, again, we would have been early. But again, this morning, I woke her up to fix our daughter hair. And of course, she stayed in bed, right? She's supposed to get up and iron the kids' clothes. I woke her up while I was making breakfast. And I asked her to iron the kids' clothes like I asked her last night. And she went to sleep. She never even got up, right? When I went back to see if she had ironed the kids' clothes, she was still in bed sleeping. So no, I had to go iron the kids' clothes because she wasn't up. Okay, she was sleeping. On top of that, apparently she went out drinking after work. When I got into bed, she had alcohol on her breath. So there's no way she was going to be getting up this morning if I wasn't there to get the kids out the house on time. All right? And this is what I'm talking about. All right, so again, as soon as he's waiting, as soon as he sees me, he gets out of the car and then open up his trunk. Right? He was standing up there waiting now. You know what I'm saying? Talk about the whole open and close thing. So yeah. So as I was saying, if I had left last night, these kids would not have made it out the house. They probably wouldn't even made it to school. Okay? So, when she gets in front of their teachers, it's always, oh, well, is there any way they can make up this and make up that? Instead of saying, you know what, I need to prioritize the kids, their education, making sure they get to school on time, making sure they're properly fed, making sure that, they're bed, they go to bed on time. So no, let's go. All right, man, how you? Right? Non-existent. And because I'm there, she washes her hands off the kids. All right? They become absent in her mind because I'm there. So she'll lay in bed. And all this shit she's talking about, oh, you can leave, it's such and such. Ethan got into, they fixed his Google Classroom. Like, that's going to make any difference, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. She never focuses on the things that she needs to do for the kids their well-being and their education, but she thinks about herself. And one of the excuses she will always use is about how she's tired. But you're not that tired that you went to bed at 3 o'clock Thursday morning to get up again, making our daughter late because I woke up to do her hair and she laid in bed. But you're not too tired to go out for drinks, right? You're not too tired for that. And again, the priorities is all backwards, and they always act as if because they work. Shit, I was working, when I had my son for the entire summer. All right, I cooked. When I came home, okay, yes, my mom would watch him during the day, but when I come home, I cook. I did his laundry. I did our laundry. I cleaned. Okay, and I used to work long hours. Okay, my average hours of working wasn't 40 hours. It was over 50 hours, sometimes even 60 hours. Because sometimes I would work on the weekend, both weekends. Both days of the weekends. And I would do that for probably 2-3 weeks. All right. Now I understand. Again, she suffers from chronic fatigue syndrome as well as other illness. But she doesn't even care about that. She overlooks that, right? When it comes to her going out and doing whatever, that's not existent. So again, I do these videos not just only to expose my targeting and the targeting of other TIs, but to expose the mindset that has been conditioned into the minds of particularly black women, because you'll see the majority of black women who are engaging in such dysfunctional behavior because they are being manipulated. And black men, we are being manipulated. Okay? But like I said, as black men, we tend to want to understand what's going on, whereas women don't, right? Particularly black women, they don't want to understand what's going on, right? Because they've been conditioned with this delusional mindset, right? And they ignore their children, and their children fail. And even if I'm here, when I'm in the house again, also manipulating my kids, particularly my son, by having friends around him that are not good. And I had to tell him, I said, I am going to start picking you up from school. Okay? Because I know, like I said, we're all being microwaved. Our minds are being affected by it, not just psychologically, but also cognitively as well. Okay? This is why it's important, like I keep telling you, it's important that these kids get sleep. So if you're going to go out, at least come home at a decent time, so that way the kids feel safe enough that they can get a good night rest because there's an adult in the house. But she doesn't want to hear that. So when she talks about, when she says, "Oh, I canceled out," no, you didn't cancel all your date. What you did is that you took today off, so you can go on your dates or whatever for the day or what have you. And when I tell you that I'm leaving because you took the day off, I can leave early. You want to get upset. Understand the narcissistic mindset that a lot of women today exhibit, particularly in the black community. And like I said, when I talk about black women, not because I hate black women, because I love black women, and I want them to understand what's going on, to wake up, to become who they once were, right? Which was the wisest of all people, regardless of gender, right? They were the wisest people. This is why in African tradition, it is the woman who was the scribe. She was the teacher of the society, because she taught the children. Okay, the Netta Shashet. It was through the woman lineage that the kings and queens were born, and the European twisted it around. So we have to get back to understanding who we are and our culture and what we believe, because we are operating in a backwards mindset because we are conditioned with this backwards mindset. All right? Talk to you guys in the next video.